Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath.
You find yourself waking on a shore of flotsam.
Can you talk?
Memories
Speak
of a
to me.
large white dragon striking your ship come flooding back.
Okay, here we go again.
If what the halfling said was true,
Follow me.
no one but you made it to the island alive. It may be worth following this rogue. For now.
So for those that are new to my videos, this is the start of a new playlist.
Here we are. So you want a weapon or not?
I am playing DDO. I'm playing Permadeath, which means if the character dies, then the character gets deleted and I start over again. Which is what happened to my last character. You can see the videos of that character in a separate playlist on my account here on YouTube. In fact, I've had done 2 of these runs before, so there are 2 playlists for my 2 previous Permadeath characters. This guy is newly rolled up, and I'm playing him from level 1 all the way up to level 20, hopefully. Or more likely, dying somewhere along the way.
Go ahead. Give it a few swings.
As you take hold of the weapon, feeling its balance, you can't help but notice this Jeets has more he wants to say.
Whoops, wrong weapon. So, I'll talk about the build more in a later video, since the DM likes to talk over you in this one. But the plan is to be Tempest Ranger with 1 level of Rogue for trapping skills.
Salimus is at the grotto. Tell her to keep her knickers on.
Salimus is in the grotto. I shall show you the way.
Right, as usual, I'm doing the Grotto here, since that gives me a bit of money and healing potions. So I'm playing Permadeath rules, which means I don't get any equipment other than what I find,
Go ahead
and
look around. I'm here when you're ready to go to Salimus.
I get whatever equipment I find, and 1 heirloom item taken from a previous Permadeath character, which I will pick up later.
It's only snowing because the dragon's frozen the island.
So everything else will be found gear. I'm playing this guy pure solo, which means he won't be grouping up at all. And that means if I die at all, no one else can raise me, and the character is
Here we are.
dead
Go
and gets
inside
deleted.
Speak with Salimus. I'll wait here for Jeets.
Alright, here we go with the Grotto. So because I don't get to use any equipment other than stuff that I find,
Is this Salimus, the cleric you were sent to find?
I don't have any healing potions right now.
Who in Kyber are you?
Which is why I'm glad of all the ones I can pick up outside. And let's hotbar those.
First, I shall surround us with a protection spell.
Her spell temporarily prevents you from dying, though you can still suffer injuries. This effect will wear off when you leave these caves.
Now, let's be about it.
Yes, let's be about it.
A gate? There must be a way to open it. Try up that ladder. I'll remain here and bash any Sawagan trying to sneak out.
You hear the shuffling and wheezing of some creature coming from the corridor ahead.
Alright, this quest is very easy, of course. It gets difficult once I start doing the village and try to do stuff on Elite.
The corroded lever at the rear of this corridor most likely controls the gate where the cleric,
Good
Salimus,
job,
is
but
waiting.
no time to dawdle.
We come to assist you. Onward to glory.
Salimus isn't too honked at me. Thanks for putting in the good word. Don't you worry, Salimus. I'm here to watch your behind now.
I will put a link in the notes on the video to the guild
evil
rules.
aura is oppressive. Sawagan are behind this door. I'll take point. Talbron, cover me with your spells. Jeets, kill anything that tries to flank us. You, open the door.
So I'm largely playing under the rules of my Permadeath guild, Extreme Explorers. With a few additional rules, like the playing solo.
Charge! What, it's empty?
Oi, where's the bloody Sawagan?
Look, the door closed behind us.
It would be logical to assume...
Trap!
There are more of them up there. Stay alert.
First level is going to be tough on this guy, with only one rogue level. Rogue is not a good class for soloing.
Sawagan wretches, are you scared of me? Come down and fight! Purge the wicked!
Sneak attack damage is nice when you can get it, though.
Such is the fate of evil. Now, let's find a way out of here.
Sneak attack damage not very useful when you're playing solo, though.
Can't pick this. Anyone see a key?
Curious. I just stepped on something. A latch.
Good work! I see a key down there. Who's up for a swim?
You grab the silver key.
Hydrophobia mean
Time to
anything
swim
you?
for the surface.
I knew you'd come in handy. This way.
I'm weary. Let's take a moment to rest.
Ha! I still got plenty of stamina. I can go all night long.
Why don't you scout ahead then? Just don't get yourself in trouble.
Now you're talking. I'll take a little peek. Crikey!
Nice to be back on a character with trapping skills.
Nice! Not that I don't trust your skills, but why don't you go through the door first?
You two having fun? It's time for us to go. The High Priestess should be up ahead. The onus for much suffering rests squarely upon her slimy web. There she is, performing some kind of profane blood magic.
I will open the door. Prepare yourself. Ready? Go!
According
Okay.
to our employer, there's a secret passage around here somewhere leading to Korthos. You boys look for it. I must cleanse the profane energies around the shrine.
Let Salimus do her thing. You and I'll take care of the important stuff. The treasure.
Okay, that's a bit more civilized.
My rogue senses are tingling. There's something fishy in this room. Try searching around.
You feel a stiff draft from somewhere in this room. Perhaps the hidden passage to
Found
the village
secret
is in
passage?
here.
Go on, open it then. Brilliant. Tidy lashes and pints up the wazoo. Here I come.
We're almost done here. The way out is up ahead. But first, I want to reward you for your assistance. Please, come speak with me.
The weapon choices for Rogue are uninspiring. I guess that's the best of it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go pick up my heirloom item a moment. Be right back. Okay. So as this is a Permadeath character, as I said, I can't receive any equipment from other characters, and I won't be buying anything other than tomes on the auction house. The one piece of equipment I can receive is an heirloom item from a previous Permadeath character of mine. And I'm going to go for the stalwart trinket from Crystal Cove challenge. The Crystal Cove was pretty funny in a bad way for the guild. I think we lost so many characters doing Crystal Cove last year. It was bizarre. Very expensive. I think I lost at least 2 characters getting that item. Okay, so I said I was going to talk about other builds that I rejected for this new soloer of mine. So I decided to do a melee guy since the previous 2 video soloers I'd done, which you can both find on separate playlists on my YouTube account, were an Artificer and a Foulmaster Wizard. So I thought I'd do a melee character this time, do something different. So the main one well, the most tempting one to do for melee is always a Light Monk. Light Monks are very fun to play. The nice thing with a Light Monk is the built-in healing. You don't really have to worry about healing at all. It just happens automatically as you're playing with the healing strike. And Light Monks have really good defenses, really high saves. You're basically immune to most stuff on a Light Monk. So that's great fun, but I wasn't sure it would make a very interesting video series. Light Monks are probably the least tactical class to play in the game. You don't really have to think about anything before you go into a fight. It's all about technique, really. It's all about skill, as I would say, rather than tactics. You don't have to plan out the fights or decide what to do. It's all about charging in and then making the best use of your special attacks. So it's all about the timing. So it's all about the timing of exactly when you use your attacks, and there's not a lot of tactics, so that might not have been so interesting to do a commentary on, I thought. Perhaps more importantly, I've already played a Light Monk solo up to level 20, so I've kind of done that one before. So it was fun, but I should probably do something different, I thought. So doing a melee class solo, you obviously want something with self-healing, ideally. So that really left Paladin and Ranger as the main choices that I was thinking about. So I had a good look at Paladin. It's certainly interesting that they've rationalized the enhancements with Update 19. I think that makes Paladins more appealing now than they were. Well, I've always liked playing Paladins.
Coming from deep in the crypt, you hear the strange and unsettling echoes that Kaya spoke of. And by the passage leading in, a grim-faced man glares at you. Strange. Sarcophagi line the walls, but they're broken open and empty. Where did the bodies go? You found some kind of secret door in the wall. This is a dark and dusty passage. It doesn't look like anyone's come through here in decades.
Alright, healing potions, always handy at this stage. So, I can't receive equipment from other characters, but I can use consumable vendors. But of course I'm starting with no money, so I can't buy healing potions. And I don't get to cast spells for a few levels yet. Hey, Potion of Invisibility. That's a good find at low levels. Not that I make use of stealth very much, but occasionally it's handy.
A chest. It's out in the open and unprotected. And that's probably what the dead cultist by the chest thought.
I'll come at that from the other side, I think. It seems that my search is not high enough to find the trap yet, sadly.
What were those cultists up to? This bears more investigation. A treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage. Though rusty, this longsword is still sharp. It's a slashing weapon, perfect for slicing through putrid zombie flesh that would resist puncturing or bludgeoning weapons.
So yeah, Paladin was a distinct possibility, and I wanted
There's a Sahuagin in here, performing some kind of ritual.
Come, dead son of Porthos.
A magical crest appears from the destroyed altar. If you take it with you, it may be useful later. You continue to hear cultists about their evil work from further inside the crypt.
Oh, I'm not proficient. That's why I'm flying around uselessly. Huh. Good job I didn't try and break the altar with the longsword. Yeah, I'm forgetting that rogues don't have longsword proficiency. Yeah, so Paladin was an interesting possibility.
As you slay these foul cultists, take care to keep your own health up. Another treasure chest. Perhaps this heavy mace is a bludgeoning weapon, ideal for smashing apart skeletons. Their bones are resistant to puncturing or... There's another Sahuagin. It croaks.
Red Wolf Heyton. In life you...
Another crest drops out as you smash the altar. There might still be other altars elsewhere in this crypt.
But having had a look at the Paladin enhancements, although it's nice that they've combined the Hunter of the Dead and Knight of the Chalice into one line, you're still making choices as to which of the two enemy types you're going to be most effective against. And it still didn't seem like that line had anything half as cool as, say, the Tempest line, or or any of the monk abilities. It still seemed like it wasn't going to be as good as some of the alternatives. Wow, I'm having a hard time in here. I should pay attention. The Tempest line I've really wanted to try out for a while, since they effectively added improved evasion to the Tempest line of enhancements. It's a really powerful enhancement line now, so I thought I would give that a try. And I did get as far as making a dexterity-based Tempest and playing the first, recording the first video with that guy. But I felt that the Dex Tempest looked very good for just doing straightforward high damage, but it didn't seem like it had a lot of tactical combat abilities. So I thought I would stick with a strength-based Tempest instead. So I deleted that guy, created this guy.
Acid sprays out of the wall as the gate slams shut. There must be some mechanism controlling the trap. If you search for it, you may find it.
Okay, should be able to grab this with care. Yeah, the trick here is not to step up onto the plinth. So, not like I was doing it there. That's the spot. I'm sure they've moved the placement of that guy slightly since I've last done this.
In the middle of this chamber is an evil devourer altar. By it, a Sahuagin rumbles.
For generations,
When the altar collapses, a third crest appears. It glows with cold magic.
I should pay attention. That was a bit careless. Still, got it done. Yes, the Dex-based Tempest, I mean, it looks very attractive, but it seems like it's almost like a rogue type of character. Very high damage, but I was worried that I was playing what was going to be a Con 14 character with no crowd control. So I could see him doing a lot of damage, but also taking a lot of damage. Whereas strength-based, I expect to get a lot of value out of my trip, and I've taken Stunning Blow. So they'll be more effective on a strength-based Tempest, which gives me a bit of crowd control. Hopefully that makes me a bit more survivable. Alright, this next fight is always a bit tricky.
A magical barrier blocks the way, and behind it, another Sahuagin performs unholy rituals at a devourer altar. This barrier appears linked to 3 sockets in the wall. If you find the crests to those sockets, it may allow you passage.
Hopefully I find some good loot in the end chest here, since I'm running around with
You fit
pretty much
the
nothing
last
right now.
crest in place, and the magic shield dissipates. The Sahuagin inside, the last devourer altar shatters.
Alright, that got the optional. Now to deal with the fallout. This guy will be tough to play at level 1. Rogue is not a good solo class. Should be a lot better once I get to level 2 though. Once I get to Ranger class, I'll be able to use more weapons, and hopefully I get 2-weapon fighting at level 2 as well. I can't remember though. That's more like it.
Your bold actions saved Korthos and brought the Sahuagin's fell scheme to naught. The treasure chest in the antechamber is now yours.
Okay, well, no real useful equipment there, but at least I can sell stuff and buy some healing potions. Of course, having decided to go Strength Tempest, I decided I might as well go Dwarf again for the extra constitution. I should point out that I don't always play Dwarves when I'm playing Permadeath. In fact, the Dexterity Tempest I rolled was an Elf, but that of course is one reason I then got rid of the character, that he had no crowd control and only Con 14.
Some of the braver villagers tried to stem the Sahuagin tide, but their courage led to naught but grievous injuries. Korthos needs someone with more than just guts.
Alright, let's buy some healing potions a moment here. Actually, better than that, I'll be able to buy a healing wand. Alright, be right back when I've done that. Well, of course I can buy a healing wand, but I'm not high enough level to use it yet. So, I did buy one, but I'll buy some potions too. I did pretty well for looting that quest, so I've actually got a decent amount of money here. Okay. Decent supply of healing potions now. That should get me through the next few quests. Yeah, so my dexterity based Tempest looked interesting. In fact, I deleted a previous level 3 character I had that already had that build in order to make a soloer with that same build. But I do like using Trip and Stunning Blow on my melee characters, and I would have been losing that, so I prefer the way this guy will play.
Fill this ill-maintained storehouse. You can hear the telltale skittering of vermin nearby.
I also took my enhancements while I was running around town. So far I've just taken the first level of the first Dwarven hit point enhancements, and the first Dwarven War Axe enhancement, since I'll be doing dual Dwarven Axes on this guy. The dex-based version of this guy actually did a little better in the previous quest than this guy did.
Lock is beyond hope of picking. Hopefully the key is still somewhere in the storehouse.
He was doing less damage, but the ability to use the longsword did help. He had a better melee weapon. This guy will be better at level 2 though. That was the other downside with the dexterity-based guy. He wasn't really going to be effective until level 6 or so. And well, I'm deliberately starting my characters at level 1 to make it challenging. So you can't just go for the optimum end build, you have to go for the one that works best on the way up as well. So I think I will enjoy this guy more.
This appears to be the main storeroom. It seems the villagers have been preparing for a protracted siege.
Yeah, I think it's half the fun of playing a melee guy, really, is having the
large
trip and
silver
stuff.
key falls out of the crate.
Actually, not too badly off for money already, so I don't actually have to worry about grabbing all of the coppers out of the barrels here. Okay. Guess I'm ready for this guy.
A Sarhagan emerges from a hidden passage, demanding the key. You mustn't let the scrolls fall into Devourer hands.
Oh yes. That went better than on my Dex guy for sure. Higher damage definitely helps. Why are they giving me spellcasting gear? Alright. Actually managed to trip one of the rats just now. Unusual to trip a four-legged creature. Alright, just clearing that side to maximize my XP, of course. This guy is going to be weak until he gets a few levels of Ranger.
Open, revealing it appears that the floor in this room can be moved and rotated.
So I want to level this guy up as fast as possible. Get the Ranger levels and the free feats that come with them. Once I get this guy up to level 4, he'll be a lot more effective.
The protective spell dissipates. All that remains now is to take and deliver the scroll.
Alright, I should be able to get to level 2 with the Harbour Solos now. So I'll see you for that next time.